the show. I had already talked to you guys about the NorthAmerican Arms little 22. Typically, normal, everyday carry for me, I carry a full-size Smith & Wesson M&P military and police 9mm. It holds 17 rounds in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. I run the magazine extensions, which means that it bumps the magazines up to where they hold 22 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. And I usually always wear a t-shirt and some blue jeans. As you can see, this is just my normal everyday attire. Now this M&P I carry right here, and you can see here it has the extension on it. That is your 22 round 9mm Hornady critical duty rounds, not the defense, but the critical duty. That's what I prefer. Running on an inside the waistband holster. The holster is the same brand as this Glock. Of course, I'm left-handed, so this is a left-handed setup. These are a Thesis brand. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. The gentleman, he custom makes them out of Arkansas, and you place an order, and they're under $100. I don't remember off the top of my head what they were, but they're under $100, and within a week to 2 weeks, they're sitting at your doorstep. So anyways, that's, you can see it doesn't print too bad. I mean, that's a lot of firepower. 23 rounds without ever having to reload, right there. Now, what I'm really making this video about is this NorthAmerican Arms. I found that it works really, really well to carry right here in this other little pocket on my blue jeans. It makes, of course, with me being left-handed, it makes that even better, because what it would allow me to do is, if, say, someone is on this side and I cannot get to my gun, or even in a situation where someone is right up on me, I wouldn't want to get to this gun. My main concern is probably either going to be fending them off, or it's going to be retention. It's going to be keeping that gun down in the holster. What I would normally be doing is, through the shirt, I would just have a hold of this belt and everything, and that's my retention right there if someone is up on me and is trying to go for this gun. Well, if that happens, with this conveniently here, you have got a secondary option that you can go for right there. I have that as a secondary option, and also a knife. For me being left-handed, that works out just fine. I have this extra pocket in almost all my jeans, and this NorthAmerican Arms, it fits very well here. I've mowed lawn with it here. I've driven all over, walked, chased after my daughter. It stays put. Gotta get it set down in there well. I'm usually not a fan of pocket carry without a holster. This is a little bit different of a situation. This whole thing is set to where you do have, and yes, this is loaded, you do have notches here in between your rounds, and what those notches are for is you actually set that firing pin right there in one of those notches, and that way it keeps the cylinder from being able to rotate, and it's not going to come down on anything if it gets struck. These guns also do have a half cock in case you are running it directly over a cylinder. But the way that I would plan to deploy it is just basically a single action only, to where as I would draw, I would have to cock it with my thumb, which it's set up to where when you cock it, it will rotate around right in there, and you've got your other finger there ready to pull the trigger. This is a last ditch weapon right here. I've got that last ditch knife from K-Bar that I wear around my on a lanyard around my neck from time to time. I would almost venture to say this is a bigger last ditch than that. But it's a pretty nice little thing to have, very convenient. throw it in the sweatpants, wherever. It carries safely in your pocket with no holster, and as long as you have it in the right condition, it will be safe. The gun, if you're a moron and you don't keep it in the right condition and you do not keep this index properly, the hammer where it needs to be, it isn't necessarily a safe firearm to carry open in your pocket. But if you keep it in the right condition and you treat it the right way, as a firearm, not as a toy, because a lot of people see something this small and they think, oh, it's a toy. Well, give it respect, because this will kill someone dead as a doornail. Lincoln ran into a Derringer, but we're talking about the same type of thing here. The same size, generally. Actually, this is a little smaller, but you get the idea. Anyways, I just wanted to make a quick video about carrying this North American Arms 22 long rifle revolver. Been carrying it for a couple of days now in my pocket. I like it. I think it's a really good idea. I'm going to look into doing the 17 HMR or the 22 Magnum version of this. Both of those run a ported barrel, and this one's a handful. I'm sure that one of those would be a handful, but in something this small, it's going to step up your standoff power, your distance, and your, for lack of a better term, I hate to use stopping power, because that's just a misnomer, but the force, the power that the bullet has, the projectile has whenever it hits, is going to be greater with one of those than it is with this right here. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this somewhat informative. Please leave me some comments and let me know what you think.